smoke a cigar with Danny DeVito?
Yeah, the other night. I'm doing this movie that he's producing with Keanu Reeves. Mom, Dad, Mommy.
That is just a mystery that's been finally revealed.
Well, doesn't it? It's obvious. It's me.
How did this rumor start that you're on the back of that record?
I told people it's the truth. So.
Are you in the upcoming Quentin Tarantino film at all?
No, I went out there. I was asked to try out, but I had more important things to do, so I didn't.
You did give that baseball cap to Michael Stipe, and I love it. The punk rock one?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And did you see Saturday Night Live with REM on it?
No, I didn't. But we're going to do Saturday Night Live in a little while. December 17th?
Yep. With
Liam Neeson from Schindler's List. But no, I've been doing this. Yeah, I smoked a cigar with Danny the other night, so did Patty. I'm doing this Keanu Reeves fuck movie. But see, I fuck Keanu Reeves and I die, which America wants me to die and get fucked because that's all they talk about is me dying and who I'm fucking. So I figure that if America can fulfill their fantasy through like a big heartthrob, through like Keanu, they'll fulfill their fantasy of me dying, which I don't particularly want to do right now. And then, there's Melissa the Canadian.
Melissa Aftermeyer. Melissa, Courtney, look at this extensive research I've done. Look at that. What do we have there?
Oh my God.
Shine.
What is that?
Melissa Aftermeyer's name and phone number written in there.
That's really funny.
Squirrel Boy from Ottawa, Melissa Aftermeyer.
Who?
Squirrel Boy, the guy from Ottawa?
Well, I know lots of guys from Ottawa, but what are you talking about?
The Doughboy song Shine was written about you.
See, that's because she's a scenester like me and Patty, where we all have songs written about us.
We're living through this. Read this right here. Look what we have.
Cute. We have hits. Me and Melissa.
This is what we're going through right now, Courtney Love. Courtney Love has taken to standing in front of clubs.
Oh, Sally times. This is written by Steve Hockman. He hates me. He'll like write anything mean. No, it got to the point where like I would be in malls and people would ask me for autographs and like they would like be weird Garth Brooks people that didn't know who I was, and I would be like, do you know like the name of my band? They just because they had watched A Current Affair or People magazine, so I'd say like name a fucking song and I'll sign an autograph, and then they couldn't, and so that's what. But no, that's not how I do it. If you're at a show, obviously you know a song.
So like Spin Magazine's Better Homes and Gardens, what's the difference?
No, did you read the whole thing? Did you read it in about mothers crying? Because I know a lot of boys that became rock stars and their moms their moms were all abusive. It's 4 boys I know that became really big rock stars, and all their moms were really abusive, and after they became rock stars it was like the abuse never existed, and they got all Oedipal on their sons. And
so it's great to have you back in Canada, Courtney Love.
I'm a big Canadian supporter, Nardwuar, as you well know.
And you've got Melissa Aftermeyer. You're in the back of a Grateful Dead record, a bizarre historical footnote.
Canadian taxes with our money.
And you're in the house here. And can you do a station ID for us for CITR Radio? Do you think, Courtney, CITR? And we actually have a little thing for you here.
Nardwuar, the human serviette. I've got a cold.
No, actually, there's a reward for you. There you go.
Thank you.
CITR.
Kidder?
CITR.
CITR.
How's Cub? Are they still around?
Yes, Cub are still happening. Lisa and Robin were in the audience tonight.
You are in this month's Flip Side, aren't you?
Yes, I am wearing this exact same outfit, believe it or
Hey,
not.
did you see my review and the Melody Maker of you?
Yes, I did. Thank you so much, Courtney Love. That was very nice of you. Talk about payback. Single of the week, number 4.
Yeah,
that's pretty exciting.
I went to Rome the next day and Kurt OD'd, so it's kind of marred the whole single.
A bit of a letdown. What about that last thing, though? The Velocity Girl Electra deal and the Sub Pop, like the Reverend Horton Heat Interscope deal. I don't understand that one.
People are trolling. They're desperate.
It's bizarre, like Sub Pop / Interscope / Atlantic?
Well, that's because Danny Goldberg, who is like in our will as the minder of our child, he's also like this insanely great guy, but he's also the most powerful man in the world, was just named CEO of Time Warner, which means that our manager, Janet Billig, is now the youngest at 25. She's the senior vice president of Atlantic Records, CEO. So we had to go to this management called Q Prime, which Veruca Salter with, and they manage Metallica and Def Leppard. So there's a bit of a gender and old school flip.
And speaking about flip and flip side and Bob Can...
Goldthwait.
Bob Can... Bob Can too from Flipside.
Bob Can, Robert Can. You should have said Robert Can.
His good friend Joy Acoy, she said that once you were on an airplane and you played that song Rio. Did you not play the song Rio tonight, Erica Fole?
No, we didn't. We did Hungry Like the Wolf. You have your Duran wrong.
Okay, it was Duran, but the Rio is a song.
Work when you talk back to him in his language. You have to be yourself. I figured Nardwuar out a long time ago. So go on.
You played the song
Hungry Like the Wolf.
Hungry Like the Wolf. Now, did you not once fly to Brazil and did not the airplane crash and you attacked the pilot almost?
No. Me and Patty were leaving London out of Heathrow, and
Yes.
the plane crashed, and we got really pissed
Big
off.
explosion. We had to go
And we were
down.
first class, by the way.
Emergency crash positions.
And then they flew, it was a 767 all the way across the Atlantic straight to Seattle, and they flew the same one the next day, and I went Concorde, and I made Patty go on that.
Yeah, I flew on that plane.
It's fucking United International.
Courtney, who is Melissa Townsend?
Seattle.
No, Portland.
From New York?
Oh,
Yeah, a psychic from New York.
Oh, yeah, she's a really good psychic.
She's your psychic and Madonna's psychic as well?
Yeah, yeah. She did our charts together because Madonna hates me, but now she's trying to make up with me. So whatever. And she's like saying things in the press like if I didn't exist, Courtney wouldn't exist because she wants me to respond, but I'm not going to.
Did you do that station ID? You're listening to CITR 101.9
You're
FM?
listening to Kidder and Nardwar, the human serviette. I gotta blow my nose. Okay.
All right, and one last thing for you, Courtney. Something here for the bean. We have.
I'm gonna blow you.
Thank you, Courtney Love.
Nardwar, why do
we
you
have.
make yourself so sexless? Come on, man.
I've got my hair shorter now. Remember? Can we get to the game for camera, Courtney? Is that sort of like the game where you kind of run together and you hit?
It's
like,
the woman in
you know,
me. It's the killer in you.
And Melissa Oftemeyer binding with Billy Corgan
Oh wait, I believe. Well, me and Melissa have both bonded with Billy.
over their Piscean birthdays.
Yes, this is all of our and Kurt and Billy same birthday. Eric, I believe that the ET is meant for you.
Oh, hi. What about you and Jello?
Jello Biafra?
Yeah. I heard you had a thing going.
Eric, let's talk about Eric and Drew.
That's why we sort of brought this out. This is Eric of the rock and roll band.
Obviously is why you brought it out. No.
Oh, hi.
They've reissued those recently.
Yeah, well, under Eric's house is a vintage store, and they just did a huge ET thing in the window, like ET lunchboxes and ET, the big ET, everything ET, and Drew saw it, and she thought it was really funny.
But she's not here tonight, is she?
No, she doesn't follow him around like a dog, except sometimes.
No, but I'm going to tell her all about you.
Eric wears the pants in this relationship. I'm really happy because I was really kind of worried. I was like, it's kind of a starlet girl. Is she going to dump you and break your heart? And he's like, no, man, I wear the fucking pants. So
The last tune you did tonight could have had a Mechanormal vibe.
it was a Leadbelly song, Nardwar.
But it kind of had that, have you ever seen
Say
Mechanormal?
Mechanormal around me again. I'll kick you in the nuts.
Have you seen this at all, Courtney Love? This?
Yeah.
It's like your internet communicized.
Yeah.
Hey, Birkenstock, how are you?
I'm all right. How are
Hey,
you? What's yours?
Birkenstock.
Do you have one?
No, I don't. I'm not totally into it. I'm still into pen and paper.
I know. Well, this is kind of fun and stuff. But what's really weird is how they fucking give such a shit about how I'm spelling. It's like what I work to be a clerical worker. I didn't take typing class, assholes.
The park right next door to your house?
In Veretta or something. Yeah. I know, because when we moved in, I remember I said, Kurt, that's a park. People can come there. And
It's
he
like a
goes,
public place.
Yeah, and he goes, no one knows about that park. So it's kind of a pain. And then the Starbucks people live next door, and they have this suit against the city now, and they're trying to take our land. And we live in the house that Mr. Blaine built, and we live in Denny Blaine, and they're taking our land, and Mr. Blaine gave that land to it's really a nightmare.
Did you actually see this, Meg, that came out? It's kind of scary, but I don't know who actually wrote this story on you. It's from this magazine, and I was wondering, there's no authorship credit. All there is like a barcode. Are you why aren't these people being punished for what they're doing? Like there's no information. They've got a barcode, but they've got a story on you, and they sell it at 7-Eleven.
There's a barcode on this?
Yeah, there's a barcode right
Probably
there.
Rip can do this.
But how can they do it without giving authorship credit or anything?
They just do. I mean, I've gone into court. See, one good thing with publishing is that they know that I will put my money where my mouth is now because I've spent and Kurt spent so much money on suing them, and a lot of times they, especially in like Britain and stuff, and you got a little tabloid journalism here, they think you're not going to spend the money to sue them. But once you lay down about $100,000 on litigation, they start getting a little more careful.
What about that guy who had that Porsche? That was kind of weird, wasn't it?
Trent?
The guy with the Porsche?
To the house.
Oh.
He's your friend.
No. No, he wasn't my friend.
He claimed he was an...
No, he didn't.
I was getting scared there.
Yeah, that was weird.
He was, and finally, Courtney, also wondering, what is going on here? I still don't understand this.
Ev and me kissing?
The only time I ever bought an Inquirer.
What's so wrong with me and Evan kissing? Come on. Big,
Oh.
big fucking deal.
Well, I was jealous.
Here,
of
you
the-
want a kiss? Here. All right, Inquirer, right? Here we go. All right?
Oh, what about me?
I don't know you. And you got a mustache. Okay.
Okay, thank you
Big
very much,
fucking
Courtney.
Deal.
Thank
Me and
you.
Evan kissing. Ha ha. I think it's funny.
It is. It was kind of weird, though. There was some other Inquirer sort of star articles that were less
Really,
biting.
that's Kurt's ashes because I took him up to Ithaca, to the Buddhist monastery. So I had him in a teddy bear, which you would do too.
Did you remember the guy taking a photo?
No, it was a girl. It was Todd. He was in Juliana Hatfield 3 and he got kicked out for being a junkie. And it was his little girlfriend that Evan actually was fucking. And we thought it'd be a really funny idea to make out.
Remember the last time you were here with the Lemonheads in the Commodore Ballroom?
Yeah, and it was a horrible show. Remember?
And you smashed your guitar.
Yeah,
and what
it
did you say to the audience?
You guys don't know it's cool to like us yet, so we'll come back when you do.
And you'll be lining up when you come to see us next.
Yeah.
And it happened here tonight. Thank you so much, Courtney Love.
Hardwire. Thank you very much, you Herman.
Thank you so much.
Serviette turtle.
And thank you, Eric, as well, and Patty from Hull. And keep on rocking the free world, and do.
Radio Free fucking Europe.
Courtney?
Do. This happened last time.